I do wonder, and this is strictly a creative question, was he seen as a bigger star in Vince's eyes versus Triple H? I know Vince liked him. I know Vince had him do some dumb stuff. You know, the sisters thing and the Lana wedding and all that. But there is a level of that that's also like, yeah, but I think there's something in you. So let's find some character. Let's find some personality. And if there's one knock on Bobby, I don't think anybody's going to go, that Bobby Lashley promo, and week after week, he's killing it. I don't think it's his thing. That's okay. They had people with him for a reason. MVP worked with him. Leo Rush worked with him. Beatdown Clan, going back to TNA days, that group was fantastic. Bobby's not the strongest promo. Whether he'd want to admit that or not, I don't know. His creative in the last, really since Vince has been gone, I don't think has been very good. I think everybody knows he was supposed to have that WrestleMania match with Bray. Didn't happen. And I thought it was kind of BS. And obviously, situation arose where Bray wasn't medically cleared or whatever. You don't have anything for Bobby Lashley? You got to put him in the Andre, and he can't even make WrestleMania? Bobby Lashley, who's done nothing wrong, who has been a model wrestler. You can't figure something better out for him? Last year, Mania, I'm talking about, not this year. This year wasn't great either, by the way. It became this backdrop for Bubba to get a big entrance in Philly. But the Final Testament stuff was, I don't think anybody's a real big fan of that group. And I saw a thing, and it got posted today, about he was supposed to, he was in that match, and I think he was like on the bump or something in Philly and was talking about wanting to be in the title picture. And then Cross goes on like Bobby Fish's stream and like is not happy that he's talking about that. Everybody in wrestling should want to be the world champ. Yeah, there are personal fights, but if a guy who's been a 2-time WWE champion, who defended that title successfully at WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre, of course he should want to get back there. A guy who owns a victory over Brock Lesnar should want to get back to the championship. Should be disappointed that he's in a random 6-man tag match when he's looking at The Rock and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes main eventing. Getting 2 nights of main events, and he's got one throwaway 6-man tag. He's 100% right for that. He sold the match. Maybe he wouldn't have to talk about the main event if the story he was in was good. And that's a knock on creative, and that's a knock on nobody caring about the Final Testament. You can't tell me that group's ever going to... Think of how much money is invested in that group. 2 guys in a tag team, 2 managers, and Cross. 5 people. That act is 5 people. You can't tell me more than 2% of a crowd is going to see them, and that's a high number. That is an unbelievable amount invested in a low mid-card group. So yeah, if I was Bobby, after not getting on Mania the year before, I wouldn't be happy either. I'd want to be higher up in the world. I'd want to get back to the championship. He certainly has some gripes. Now, he put a lot of stuff out there. He told the story. And I don't think people would have expected this from Bobby. where he wanted to kind of go on a losing streak and fall into a depression and let his body go. Gain weight, be out of shape. That's the story. He's got to turn it back around. I don't think anybody would have expected that kind of character arc and building from Bobby Lashley. When I heard it, I went, yeah. I'd at least want to see it. I don't know if I'd want to see it under Vince, because God knows that would be sloppy fat jokes and fart jokes and him looking like a they would have went too far with that. But it's an interesting thought. Like, that's where he was at. That's the level he was pitching at. So the other part of this is his creative. You know, he recruited the Prophets, right? You guys got to be better. You got to do more. You got to reach higher. And my whole thing with that is that would have made sense if he was trying to push Dawkins and Ford to do more than they have done. To me, it's singles. Everybody in the world knows that Montez Ford could be a massive star for the company. Everybody, apparently, except for the people running the company right now. That is the number one booking, creative, error, malfeasance, screw up, whatever you want to call it. I can't say that strongly enough. Montez Ford should be a single star. Angelo Dawkins, and I see people saying it, has certainly proven himself. I'll go back to last year. Angelo Dawkins last year, they had that 4-way showcase tag match at Mania. And those 8 guys killed it. In a rather nothing match, they killed it. And when Dawkins hits the truck stick on Braun Strowman, I went, A, we're going to see that forever. B, as soon as I went, I would love to see Angelo Dawkins versus Braun Strowman. Soon as I saw it, I went, there is something. Dawkins has gotten so much better, and I know he's doing a lot of work in the Orlando dungeon with Natty and TJ and the host of different talent that goes through there from other companies, from indies. That dude put the work in. In between playing, the new college football game and in between posting about the Lakers and, Real Madrid, he works. Hey, this is Matt Camp. Thanks for checking out one of our recent clips from the Wrestling Mat. Why is someone so close to The Rock kind of throwing Cody under the bus?
Yeah, a lot of people won't engage with Jim Cornette. I did, just because I have a mark for Jim Cornette. And
Please subscribe right now. Hit the like and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And I think you should listen to your TV partners. Let me tell you about WWE and a little insight. More subscribers means more content. And make sure you follow us on social media at WrestlingMat23 on both Twitter and Instagram.